Hey good looking, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me in today's episode of Duping the Vibes of the Viseart Entendu palette. I saw this palette, I thought, wow, this is really crazy, awesome, cool, and I want to see if I got something in my collection that can kind of dupe those vibes. And not just dupe the vibes, right? I wanted to make this brand exclusive. So I have for you today the brand exclusive Makeup Geek Duping the Vibes of the Viseart Entendu palette. So if you want to see some awesome, really cool, very beautiful, juicy swatches, and you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on the finishes, then just stay tuned. Hi, I'm Kendra Morgan Official, and I like to put out content centered around, weekly, centered around makeup brushes that aren't Morphe, some single eyeshadows, and sunscreen. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Primarily outside of the sunscreen weather or the heavy sunscreen use, I do tend to just focus on single eyeshadows. So today I am duping the vibes of the Viseart palette, and I'm brand exclusively duping the vibes using only Makeup Geek shadows. So I'll go ahead and post all the shadows down below. I am an affiliate for Makeup Geek, so if you use my affiliate link, make sure you type in Kendra Morgan Official and save yourself 10% off. Thanks so much. Let's get started on some really awesome, juicy dupes. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of go over the shade or the finish differences that I had to go ahead and substitute in for them. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's the palette in all its glory. I just kind of wanted those to be spaced out so I wouldn't puncture any of them. The first shadow is Creme Brulee, and this is in exchange for Nouvelle, a mid-tone beige taupe with a matte finish. I feel like I kind of hit the mark right there. Then Berry Shady is in place of Ruby, which is a warm wine tone. It has also got a matte finish, so I duped that shade and finish. I think I did pretty good. Makeup Geek's purples and any kind of red base seem to take a little bit of building up, so just to let you know. Then Carnelian in the Viseart palette gets duped by one of Makeup Geek's power pigments in the shade Dynamic. It's a mid-tone pumpkin orange with flecks of reflectivity. This is just a matte. Tenacious. That's in exchange for the shade Scandalous. Scandalous in the Viseart palette is a teal metallic duochrome, and this is just a flat matte teal slash kind of a blue. Maybe almost an aqua shade if you really want to get down to it, but nonetheless it's a really pretty color. It does take some building on the opacity, but I think it's really pretty. The next shadow that I dupe is Speak Easy, and I use Chocolate Wasted. It's a burnt dark chocolate matte, and I think this is pretty good. I don't know if it's quite got that burnt edge to it, but you know, it definitely has a chocolatey vibe to it, and I think it's very, very beautiful. And it's nice and dark to add some depth. I use Legend, and that's in exchange for Prohibition, which is described by Viseart as an antiqued gold. It does have a demi duochrome with a metallic finish. I've never really seen demi duochrome. I don't think Legend is it. I think it's pretty flat and metallic if you ask me, but there you go. Okay, Honey Badger. I'm putting that in place of Sidecar, which is a warm toffee mid-tone, and it's got a matte finish. This might actually have a little bit more of that taupe, but I think it does carry off the warm toffee vibe. Maybe a little bit more peachier than toffee, but still very beautiful. Untamed is in place of Sequins, which is described on Viseart's website as a mid-golden amber, and it has a metallic finish, so I feel like I've duped that shade for shade and finish for finish. Starting off the last row, we have Curtain Call. That is in place of Deco, which is a raspberry metallic, and I think Makeup Geek's website even describes Curtain Call as a raspberry metallic. All right, Medieval. That is in place of Cubism, which is a sapphire blue demi duochrome metallic finish. This is just, again, a straight shimmer. It's doesn't have any duochrome vibes that I'm aware of, but it is very vibrant. It's nice and tealy blue, so I put it in. Okay, we're kind of steering off the path, but Gesture is going to go in place of Jade, which is a majestic green metallic. Not quite as majestic or as green. This is more olive, and it's a little bit more yellow in undertone, but nonetheless, I think it's really pretty. And if you just wanted to stick to one brand, that would be great. This is the last shade, and it's Mystical. It's in place of Velveteen, which is described as a mid-tone purple demi-duochrome metallic finish. I think this one hit the nail on the head again, except for that demi-duochrome vibe. It's not really there. This is very plainer. It's pretty much just a very shimmery foiled shade, I guess, by Makeup Geek. How did I dupe the vibes of the Viseart Entendu palette? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, I do want to finish off this video, this episode, with just a couple of remarks. I didn't really follow the demi-duochrome vibe at all. I stuck with just one brand exclusive. If I had to go back in and actually dupe the vibes exclusively, I would probably exchange this shade Tenacious for a shadow out of Sydney Grace's selection. Probably Megalodon would be my first choice, because that is a very vibrant, very sparkling. It doesn't really have any shiftiness to it, but it's very dimensional. And also some of these shadows down in here, I don't know if I would put these shades as close together as I did. Only when you dupe the vibes brand exclusively, sometimes you kind of have to squint a little bit and you just kind of use what you've got. But I would probably have chose something more red toned, like Princess Pepe out of Sydney Grace's single eyeshadow collection, and then this would have probably been more like a Pandora, so much more purple, not as like pinky purple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Duping the Vibes. What do you guys think of prioritizing brand exclusivity over shade and finish? So I did have to substitute and kind of squint a little bit on some of these shadows just to make sure that I stayed brand exclusive. And if that's something that you enjoy, please leave a comment down below stating that you do enjoy those brand exclusive types of duping the vibes, or if you'd rather me scour the corners of my single shadow collection and find the exact shade for shade, finish for finish match. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.